Hey, hey guys, it's Kim. Welcome back to my channel. I'm laughing because I'm trying to make this video and I've just stopped and started it over and over again because I cannot say the right things. I can't. If you know, you know. Making videos is hard. I'm all alone talking to my phone. And, well, I'm not alone. My pets are here, but I'm talking to my phone, trying to gather my sentences and not fumble on what I'm trying to say right now. I'm keeping this in the video. I'm not even gonna stop it right now. We're just gonna roll with it right now, okay? I wanted to make a video not long after Christmas because I wanted to show you what I got. And now it's like way past Christmas. January's almost over, or probably when I post this video, January is over, and we're already into February now. But I'm so behind. So I'm just gonna show you real quick something that I really wanted to show you that I got for Christmas, but like I said, now we're in February and it's so late now. But this is what I got. I'll explain it for a little bit first before I show you. Actually, see, I don't like. It's weird talking about it when it's been gone now for a while. This is okay, we're gonna do this. So this past Christmas that we just had, as you get older, you start buying presents for like all the kids, and it's harder to get presents for like your brother, your sister, your in-laws, your everything like that. So we have now decided that we buy a bunch of presents for the kids, and then for us adults, our names go in a cup, and then we all do Secret Santa. It's so much easier that way because then you can buy for them, and then you can buy like one present for your adult, for like for one person in the family versus like everybody. Well, of course, there's still my in-laws and my best friend and my boyfriend, but that's besides the point. Secret Santa is so much easier because it just condenses it more, and you don't have to buy for it unless you want to. Great, but it's just easier for us to just do Secret Santa. Anyways, okay, we're gonna get through this. I'm not stopping this video. So my dad's a contractor, and he pulled my name from the cup. And usually anybody there's fluff on my shirt. I hope you didn't. It's gone. He drew my name. Now there's a fluff. See, I'm like one of those, squirrel, and then I'm distracted. Like I can't. No, I can. I think I had too much coffee. I literally made a really big cup today because it's my day off and I just wanted a large coffee. Okay. So sorry. Okay. So, my dad got me a Secret Santa for Christmas. And because he's a contractor, he makes his gifts actually, and I try to make mine too, if you can. Everyone in my family is pretty artistic. So, I couldn't figure out who my Secret Santa was because every now and then people leak out who they have. So you do process of elimination and then you have more of an idea of who you have. I didn't want to know who anybody had. I knew my boyfriend told me who he had. And then really close to Christmas, my mom told me who she had, and I'm going, you guys, stop. Whether you have me or not have me, do not tell me who you have. So, thankfully, I did not figure out who I had this year. I opened up my present and it was all full of pulled out all the tissue paper, and I saw something wood, and I knew that my dad had me. So I pulled it out, and I got this wooden duck. This is why I'm laughing. I can't get through this video because it's just the cutest thing. Like, look at that. I'm not even going to paint it. It's going to be all au natural. He told me, he's like, aren't you going to paint it? I'm like, no, it's so natural. I mean, I feel like if I paint it, then the paint's going to fade and it's going to be all funny. I don't know. So I got this beautiful wooden duck. Okay, so in the bag was individually wrapped 6 skeins of yarn. Yeah, I think that's what you call them. As much as I have been crocheting for this long in my life, I still get Hank Skeens, the ball. I get all of the names mixed up, so I'm probably screwing it up. But he gave me 6 individually wrapped skeins, balls, whatever of yarn. The Bernat premium, the Bernat premium yarn. So he gave me six of those, all individually wrapped. And I'm like, huh. Oh, and chocolate. My dad got me chocolate too. So this is a yarn holder. Like, and okay, so my dad got them at the yarn at Walmart, okay, and my aunt works at Walmart, his sister, and I thought my aunt must have bought those for him. She must have grabbed them while she was at work for him, right? And he's just laughing. He's not saying anything. And my mom's jaw drops to the floor, and she's like, "You did not go in there and buy yarn." Like my dad. This is my dad we're talking about. Not that men can't buy yarn, but I never in my life thought my dad would go in there and buy yarn. He doesn't even know what kind of yarn I use. And he actually got, either he went through my stash or he just guessed. He said he guessed what kind I use, but literally he got a basket, and he went into Walmart, and he went down the aisle, and he grabbed colors that he thought were pretty and put them in his basket. And he made me a yarn holder. Oh, sorry. It's just funny. I don't even really have any balls right now to show you. Okay, well, I guess I can't show you this one. It's attached to something. Like, I just can't get over it. I just love it. So when I have a project that I'm working on and I gather up all the colors that I need for it, I've just been throwing it in my duck. I love my duck. And it's so soft. Yeah. My little duck. Yeah, that's funny. I'm surprised I didn't. Well, I had a feeling that whoever he was gonna make something, and because I didn't want to figure out who people had, I stayed out of the garage because I didn't want to see anything that I love surprises. If somebody's giving me something if someone bought me something as a gift, I don't like snooping. I don't want to know what it is. You're going to find out what it is anyway. So why do you have to know what it is? And then you get it and it's like, oh, I already know what it is. So how can you be surprised? I don't like ruining surprises. Like for my birthday, even now, I'm 32 years old. For my birthday, if my mom, my boyfriend, if someone goes and buys me a birthday cake, I don't want to see it until dinner, until we've ate our dinner and then the cake comes out and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's my cake. I don't know what it looks like until that moment, because I want to be surprised about what kind of cake it is, because it's always a different pretty cake. So I want to wait till that moment. So, and my boyfriend didn't know this when we started dating. So 1 year for my birthday, I guess he had bought the cake, but I didn't know that. And so I came home from work and he's opening the door like, look at the cake, and I'm like, no, shut it. You're like, don't spoil the surprise, because he's wanting to open the fridge and be like, look at your cake. And I'm like, that's not how it works. Not for me anyways. I'm just weird like that. So anyways, I've been staying out of the garage because I didn't want to see what he made. And he made me a duck. I love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. Okay, so the next thing I want to share with you, is something that I've been working on. I did this last year and I'm continuing it into this year. So this will be my second year doing it. So I have this book and I put all my favorite stickers on it. If you know it, you know it. Okay. So this is going to be my crochet tally of, well, crochet tallying. Don't mind my writing. Someone at work said my writing's like a 4-year-old, and I thought that was pretty mean, but I got over it. Now I'm just laughing that my writing could be like a 4-year-old, but I don't really care. This book is for me. When I'm writing, my brain is going too fast when I'm writing, so my hand is trying to catch up with what my head is saying. So my writing is sloppy because it can't catch up to my brain going through all the words, if that makes sense. But anyways, so I want to keep track of my finished projects. For example, so crochet tally of the year for 2023. In January, I crocheted 10 things. That's not bad, actually. I actually thought that was pretty good. Till I got to February, and I only crocheted 7. Now, there's no goal. There is no, well, if I made this month, I have to beat that. There's no beating. Because if I have to keep beating it, there's months that are going to be busier than others, and I just want to keep track. That's all. March, I did 18, and I wrote down everything that I did because I want to know what I made in that month. So, like January, I did 3 bumblebees. I did some Pokemon, and I did some more bees. And then in February, I did a pig and 2 zebras and a whole bunch of cupcakes. And in March, like I did flower keychains and 2 dogs and some cat toys. And it's just cool to look back on the things that I made those months, like what was popular or what I had fun making and just kept going with it. Like I made a lot of octopuses. I'm obsessed with that octopus pattern from Katie Being Creative. I really love her pattern. So near the end of the year, it's like octopus, octopus, octopus. Whether I sold any or not, I just had so much fun making them that I have quite a bit. And I've been making them into keychains and putting them out into the community so people can find them. So they're like another type of random act of kindness item that is different other than just making a flower. I want to try and make other little things to hide out there and into the world. So yeah, so after the month is over, I just write in the tally and then I circle it. So every month has a tally. Like October, I did 21, which brings us to the end of the year of December, and that gave me a grand total of 250, which I thought was pretty good, actually. Yeah, so 250 things I have crocheted and completed in the whole year. Well, that's weird. Sorry about that. My phone said that my time had maxed out. I thought for sure I ran out of storage, which that would have sucked, and I would have had to go through my whole phone deleting stuff. But apparently just maxed out on time. So, where was I? Oh, yes. So 250 items I had completed in the whole year of 2023. So that's pretty good. So January 2024, that's where we are now, which is almost over. So I have made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18. In January of last year, I made, what did I say I made? 10. Like I said, I'm not trying to beat each month because that would be too much. Because who knows what busy things will be happening over the course of the year. But yeah, so there's about 18 things so far in January, so that's not bad. So for my curiosity purposes, I have been keeping this this book on tallying my, I guess you could say it's a, New Year's resolution. That's it. Like a goal that I'm keeping in mind of how many things I crochet each month and tally it up and what I made for an entire year. And it's just, I don't know about you, but I just find it fascinating to know and what was popular each month and that kind of stuff. So if any of you are interested, just get a notebook and yeah, start the year. If you remember all the stuff you've previously just made for this month, yeah, just write it down and keep a book. So that's what I've been doing. I have a separate book actually for orders because I have a list of orders that people want that I'm supposed to be working on, and I haven't started or they're half done. So I keep this separate book. And this book actually I've had for a long time. I started this book in, this is why I write down the year, 2015 was when I started this book. So in 2015 I had a craft show. I wrote down all the things that I sold in the craft show and I made $130. And then 2015, oh, hey, look at that. In 2015, so Saturday, November 7th and Saturday, November 14th, I had 2 craft shows that year. What the heck happened? Because I can't even do, well, I can, but it's hard to even do one craft show this year just to get the inventory for it. But look at that. The first year I started this book of keeping track of how much money I'm making with stuff I sell, I had 2 craft shows. So there you go. And so $130 at the first one and $211 at the second one. And then going into, oh, and then orders, sold my orders that I sold in 2015. I sold a lot of turtles, Yoshis, some people. So my grand total for 2015 in the whole year was $1,145. So that was a good year with 2 craft shows plus the orders that people had been asking for. And then like 2016, I made a hippo, a bear, 2 pandas. Yeah, so I've just been keeping the same as the tallying. So this is, yeah, so this is the one that I'm keeping track of stuff I've sold. So I write down what I sold and I wrote down the price, and then when the month is over, this is how much I made that month. And then I go through every month, tally it up and what I made in the whole year. Versus this book where I write down everything I've made. So this book is going to have more stuff in it than the one that has money, because I tend to make a lot of stuff and gift it and put it out into the community for random act of kindness than I do for selling. So selling is just kind of a little bonus, but I love to create more than selling. Selling is nice, but at the same time, I just want to make stuff. Just want something to do in my spare time. So yeah, so there's a separate book for what I make, and then a separate book for what I've made and completed. So there's that. January so far. Hey, okay, so my phone keeps running out of storage. I'm gonna have to quickly finish this video so I can fix all that so I can make more videos. Because I have to do it over my phone. Maybe I will invest in a camera, but who knows. Okay, so I left off something about January. So far it's been pretty good as far as selling and making things goes. The next thing I want to talk about is this cup full of patterns. It's a randomization of deciding what to make next. So it's between making orders for people I want to do little things on the side of all of these projects that I would like to do. There's roughly 70 patterns in here. Pull one out, tells the book, and like where to find it. So I've been doing this. My family has a lot of fun pulling them out. So my mom, she cheats. She'll pull one out, she doesn't like it, and then she wants to try and find another one, and that's not what you're supposed to do. You pull it out, and that's the one you make. But she pulled, the first one she pulled out was a fish, and then the second one and third one, I can't remember what they were. I only remember the first one because I made it, because she couldn't decide between the three. So I said to my boyfriend, pick from the three that my mom drew out of the cup, and he drew out the fish, oddly enough, too, first, like she did. So this is Barry the Trout. Yeah. This was very time consuming. These zigzags, I was so confused as far as, because like this bump had to be in when this went up, and it was just, yeah. I feel like I screwed it up, but it looks like the pattern. So this is Barry the Trout in, I believe it was the Zumagurumi. Yeah, it was from the Zumagurumi book number 5, I believe, Barry the Trout. So there's a little hat and coat that came with this pattern too, but I just wanted to make the fish. Okay, so then the next pattern that was drawn out of this cup, my niece drew it. And oddly enough, she just, actually her birthday's today, she just turned 6. She drew this pattern. This is Marty the Party Monster from the Amigurumi Monsters number 2, the book 2, I think it is. There's Monsters 1 and Monsters 2, and this one's from the second one. This is Marty the Party Monster. Now, the original pattern, he's orange, but I wanted to do him in blue because I find if I sell him, blue is more of a popular color than red is. I found anyways, but I did do the hat in orange. So I think he turned out all right. The balloon is not, so the stick is glued into the balloon, but the stick's not glued into his arm because I didn't want to just glue everything. I stitched his party, what do you call it, like a party favor, the horn. I did stitch that in his mouth so that it wasn't loose, and whoever ended up wanting it didn't have to keep losing this piece, so I had to sew it in. So here's Marty, the Party Monster. You will be seeing this shortly. I'm working on a short for this one, like I did with the fish. If you go look on my short videos, the fish is in one, and I'm working on a short for this one, so go check that out. So since I completed both of these in January, which is amazing, and I'm already ready to find somebody to pull out the next pattern. I think I'm gonna get my niece to do it again because she picked out a really good one the last time. So I'm gonna, and because it's her birthday, so I'm going to see her later today when she gets off of school and get her to pull out another one. I'm going to try not to make this one as fast as I did the other two because I really need to get my orders done. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this video up now and say goodbye because I have somewhere I have to go and I gotta eat lunch. So and also my phone keeps running out of memory. I don't know why. So I don't want to make this video too choppy for you. So goodbye. See you later. I hope you have a great day and enjoy my little short videos that I put in every now and then. See you later.